Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Oh, yo. What up, though, people? Like to welcome you back to the Keep Casino podcast. As always, I am your boy Brown. To the left of me, we got
your boy John.
And to the left of John, we got
Vito.
Vito, what up, though? You all right?
No.
Why you not all right? Tell him why you not.
You notice I'm not Vito Samuels today because we lost.
Yeah. Where's Vito Samuel at? He MIA?
He in the Bay. No, he not MIA. The fucking quarterback and the coach be tripping.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's why you mad?
I'm mad though. At the end of the day, man, the coach when he was offensive coordinator for Atlanta, he was letting that shit fly. Let that shit fly, man. You gonna win or lose.
Okay. But when he was with Atlanta, didn't he have Julio in him?
Yeah, Julio, yeah, but
he had better players.
No, he had a better receiver
and a better quarterback.
No, a better down the field quarterback because that boy's still playing and he looked like Jimmy G right now.
Yeah, because he old though.
Yeah.
Let me stop.
But that don't mean you still can't go down the field more.
Ain't no doubt. Listen, people, I'm just bidding off of Vito real quick. I know every time San Fran lose, he middle finger happy. Yeah. But everybody that's tuned in on YouTube, we appreciate y'all. This your first time tuning in, please hit the sub button, the like button, hit the notification button as well. We talked Kanye last week. Since last week, a lot has transpired. He was supposed to be on the Shot Maverick Carter LeBron show. Mm-hmm. They canceled that episode. He was recently on Drink Champs, and he had a lot of what people would say crazy stuff to say. Yeah. So I know y'all seen the interview or seen parts of it. I just wanted to get y'all take on how y'all feel about things with that interview.
Well, I feel like when you bringing Kanye onto your platform, you know what you getting. So don't not play the episode because of certain shit he says. You know he gonna say. He been saying it forever. You know he gonna say it.
Right.
At the end of the day, like I don't know if you guys seen the like clips from the My Expert Opinion episode with Tony Yayo. Tony Yayo was going crazy on it. They said they felt some type of way about the shit he was saying, but at the end of the day, they still played it.
Right. What's your thoughts, John?
I mean, I ain't got no problem with it. I think some of his remarks is kind of extreme, but at the same time, if they're pulling you and they're taking you off of this, that, and the third, you're doing something right, or you're saying something that's upsetting some folks upstairs. So
right.
That's his opinion. I mean, we're allowed the freedom of speech, and he's saying and doing what he wants. So, I mean, at the end of the day, y'all asked him in on the interview.
Right, I agree with both of y'all. If you're going to bring him up there, see, because that's the thing I wanted to ask y'all. If y'all see Nore has been criticized now for the Drink Champs interview. He went on, I believe it was Hot 97. And basically was trying to explain and apologize.
Apologize to all family. But you didn't say it though.
But see, this is my thing. What I took from that, like to me, and I love Nore and his music. I Drink Champs. I always say that's my favorite podcast. But to me, that was him clout chasing because he knew Kanye West's name was popping, all this stuff. And he wanted to show the pop because he said after they took it up to the higher ups was like, nah, don't air it. Yeah. And he fought for it to get aired. So if the higher ups is the people Kanye was talking about, they telling you not to air it, you could have cut it, you could have edited it, you left it raw. And now you saying you gonna start editing stuff like that. But you left it raw because you was clout chasing and now you got the backlash. And you on some nut stuff.
I respect the fact that he got it played, though.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is you got to know that it's back. Like, they already said that he knew that the shop had already cut that episode because Kanye, you know what I mean, was tripping on 8 episodes. So he knew what he was getting himself into. And he's had Kanye on there multiple times. You know you can't filter Kanye.
Yo, but what I do like, which I find kind of hilarious, though, how he got Jewish folks in the uproar. I mean, with his anti-Semitic mark and how he feels about anti-Semitic. Now, that, I mean, I think there's a lot of truth to what he was saying with with that.
That's why they trying to shut him down.
And if like when he was talking about the 12 tribes of Judah, if y'all go back and listen to KRS-One, he had a song called "Why Is That," and he explained the genealogy of the 12 tribes of the Judah and how they went out and they were melanated people like us. But you don't hear about like that song's on mainstream and whatnot.
Right.
But that was a hot track.
But
though.
let me ask you this, right? Because we posted several clips about Kanye recently, right? Mm-hmm. And we're under the impression that he can't be blackballed. We said that he's a billionaire. But the way a lot of our colored followers looked at it and reacted, all of them mostly said he's sick in his head. He got mental issues. And so have they already felt for the movie by them labeling Kanye?
But see, a lot of those reviews, I think, and people saying stuff are like, I think it's older people. The younger crowd, I think he's always going to have a grasp on them. I think he's always going to have a big influence. But it's a lot of the older folks, like his age and up, that is having all this stuff to say about what he's saying. So,
listen, at the end of the day, he's been controversial, and he's still winning. Think about a motherfucker like Dick Gregory. They try to say he was crazy because he be spitting out some of the similar shit that Kanye be spitting.
Right.
Exposing all these guys. Of course, they're going to try to make this seem like what you're saying is crazy when you're speaking the truth on them.
Right.
But see, it's so fragile, like talking about like just Jewish people in period. It's like you have to walk on glass.
Yes.
Like when you talk about, even if you're spitting facts, you're not talking bad about Jews.
Not just that, the alphabet community too.
Yeah, you talk bad. I mean, you just spit some facts, and you don't even have to talk bad. You just spit facts. It's just like hate.
But why? I mean, I can't think of the guy name, but it will be on the screen. Because we know we don't really do the religious talk on there, but he said that Rock Nation had signed somebody, and I forget the guy's name, but again, it will be on the screen. And he tried to say, I don't think Jay and Beyonce knew about it, but he was like, in their contract, the person couldn't do songs about God or religious songs. That was part of the contract. Wow. Y'all believe that?
Yeah, because Kanye said something about that on Jesus Walks. He touched on how if he talks about Jesus, he ain't gonna get no radio spin.
Right. I remember that. Yeah. So what's your thoughts on the whole Kanye thing, people? Keep it a C-note. Let us know. Is he spitting facts? Should we call him a Uber? Are you ready to cancel him? Keep it a C-note with us. NBA season is back. Jordan Poole, shout out to him. He just got a bag, 140 for 4 years. Andrew Wiggins, 109 for 4 years.
They both got a bag.
Keep it a C-note. What does this mean for Draymond Green and his future with Golden State? Because he's up for a contract, if I'm not mistaken. Is it over with Golden State? Is this the last run?
Yeah.
Should they keep him?
I think they should keep him, but I feel like he wants to be on his way out. I feel like he wants to test the waters with somebody else.
Okay, but why you think they should keep him, though, Vito?
Because he's the leader of that team. He's the bulldog. He not taking no shit from nobody else. And he's like the glue. And he could play point forward. He could score a little bit. He could rebound. Defensive player of the year multiple times.
Right.
That's why I feel like he should stay. Because them other guys is mainly finesse players.
I think he's an okay all-around player. And I think he's also holding back sometimes Wiggins and other players at certain times.
I be agreeing with
Wiggins
that.
played without him, and Wiggins is what he is.
But
I think Wiggins play a little better when he's not on the floor.
Yeah,
when Wiggins get to play with the ball in his hand a little bit.
Didn't Wiggins play somewhere else without?
Yeah, but I'm talking about with Kerr and them, with Kerr putting him in position, bro. My thing is, I think Draymond, I think it's over with Draymond. To be honest with you, I would trade him. I would trade him because he didn't get suspended. All the media criticized Golden State because
I wouldn't suspend him either.
Yeah, but they criticizing him because he punched the teammate. Mm-hmm. But yet he got suspended when him and Kevin Durant had that little spat on the sideline where they was just arguing. So, but my thing is, it's a whole distraction. Then on top of that, he may be up for a new contract that he may know that he's not getting now, and that might just be a headache. No, I always think back. Listen, I know they professionals, but I think back to the situation where they say that year Rondo wouldn't pass the ball to Ray Allen. Y'all remember that? Like, I don't think Golden State needs to even go through a situation like that. To me personally, I would get rid of him right now. I wouldn't even play this last season out with him.
I feel like they need him.
LA can use a power forward. Bye.
Nah, not. Listen, I feel like that's where he's going, but LA don't need him.
Nah, LA definitely don't need him. I mean, to keep it a C note, the rest of his career without the Splash Brothers, I think is going to be very difficult.
Yeah, it is.
Brother.
That's why I say
because he don't fit in with nobody else. But
Probably
I don't think they don't need him.
He can look good with Spurs because the way they play. But nah, they need him too.
Nah, they don't need him.
They do.
They don't. I think they don't need the antics and none of that.
They need him.
But what's your thoughts on it, people? The Warriors, they just cashed out Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins. What should they do with Draymond Green? Keep it a C note. Can the Warriors win the title with Draymond Green? Can they repeat? Keep it a C note. Basketball season is back. We did the top 5, everything. Let's wrap it up. Top 5 small forwards coming into the season. Y'all want me to set it off?
Go ahead.
Yeah, you set it off.
I set it off at number 5. I got DeMar DeRozan.
Okay.
Number 4, I got Jimmy Butler. Mm-hmm. Number 3, I got Brian. Mm-hmm. Number 2, I got Kawhi. And number 1, I got Jason Tatum. Shout out to the light-skinned brothers. Right. Who gonna go next?
I'm gonna go next. 5, I'm gonna put DeRozan.
Okay.
Number 4, put Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
Number 3, I'm gonna put LeBron.
Okay.
Number 2, I'm gonna put Jason Tatum. And number 1, I'm gonna put Kawhi.
Okay. Okay. Shout out to that. My honorable mention would have been what's his name? A1 all day. A1 all day. Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards? I thought he was a 2.
Nah, he a 3.
So who they 2 then?
They 2 used to
Malik
be
Beasley?
the little boy Beasley.
Not
there no more.
Ball that we playing. Pause. He's only like 6'4", 6'5".
He like 6'5".
But my honorable mention would be Michael Porter Jr.
Oh, shout out to Porter Jr.
All right. So my number 5, I got Jimmy Butler. Okay. Number 4, I actually got this guy because I don't consider him a shooting guard, but I understand y'all did last show. Paul George. Okay. I consider him a small forward.
Okay.
Let me cut you off because it's possible, but remember in what's the name? Indiana, Danny Granger was the 3.
It was peaks.
Clippers, Kawhi the 3. So he more so played 2.
No,
Well, go ahead. That's you. That's your list.
And number 3, I got LeBron.
Okay.
Number 2, I got Jason Tatum, and number 1, I got Kawhi.
Oh, he's a smart man.
Oh, y'all both got Kawhi.
Kawhi and JT at 1 and 2.
No, I'm saying we all got them 1 and 2, but I had Tatum 1.
Number 1. I think Tatum will be there real soon.
Yeah, he's just still coming up.
What's your thoughts on it, people? Coming into the NBA season, who's the top 5 small forwards? Did y'all catch any of the preseason games from the NBA?
Yeah, I caught bits and pieces of that shit.
Yeah, I seen a couple guys hooping, right? And I didn't know they were on new teams, so I wanted to ask y'all a question. I wanted y'all to give me 3 guys that they don't necessarily get busy, but they good players, but they're either journeymen or they don't get talk like that. Keep it a C note. Give us 3 players. Who you got?
All right. Are we doing it in order or just 3?
You can do it however you want to do it.
All right, I'm gonna just do 3 players period that I feel like are journeymen that get busy. PJ Tucker.
Okay.
He's been all over the league, but he's not a big scorer, but he do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Good defender, good corner, 3-point shooter. Kelly Oubre.
Okay.
I like his toughness. He can hit the tray. He'll bang that shit on you.
Okay.
And Karis LeVert. Karis LeVert get busy when it comes to scoring that basketball.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to that. Who you got, John?
All right. My number 3, he been on plenty of teams. Ish Smith.
Yo,
shout out Ish Smith. That's my honorable mention.
That's my honorable mention too. I fuck with his speed. He don't get enough credit, man.
Yeah, shout out Ish Smith. He definitely underrated.
Number 2, he's been on a bunch of teams. Jeff Green.
Okay, yeah, shout out Jeff Green too.
And my number 1, don't kill me, but I consider him a journeyman now. So my number 1 now is going to be Carmelo Anthony.
Okay. You can consider a journeyman.
Yep. Okay. Because he's been traded a whole bunch, but I mean,
he need to come back home.
See, my guys was more on your Ish Smith pick type time. I did Christian Woods.
Yeah, I like
The big man. He's been from Detroit to
Who he at now?
Houston. Now he in Dallas with Luka.
Yeah,
I got him. I got your man that you always mention. I'm surprised you didn't mention him, Brogdon. Malcolm Brogdon. I just seen him playing for somebody else.
He with
Boston.
Boston now.
He with Boston. He was getting busy in the preseason. And the kid he used to play on Philly team, Shamet. Landry Shamet. I don't understand.
He's nice.
I don't understand why he don't get no minutes and why he's a journeyman. Cause when they put him in, he score, he play defense and all that. Like
he
it's
got minutes
mind-boggling.
with the Sixers, but he ain't getting minutes with the Clippers.
All right, my honorable mention would have been what's the boy Sadiq Bey.
Okay, yeah, Sadiq Bey, yeah, he shoot that rock.
Bey from Detroit.
Detroit, yeah,
His first team.
Huh?
This is his first team.
Yeah, no, this is his first team, but he get
busy. He don't get like time. I don't know. He
No,
get
it's
busy.
we don't see
he gets
Detroit.
it. Yeah, he gets it.
Yeah.
That's why he's saying I feel the same way. But I take a guy from their team that I fuck with, Jeremy Grant. Well, actually,
Yeah, Jeremy Grant, another
I like
one.
Jeremy
He
Grant.
definitely.
Yeah, he another one.
Definitely.
Keep it a C note with his people. Give us 3 players in the NBA that don't get minutes like that or they're journeymen, and you just can't understand why. With the season amongst us, let's go real quick. Who y'all think going to be the most improved player this year?
Go ahead. Y'all go. Where y'all go?
I got Anthony Edwards.
As most improved?
Yeah.
Shit, that must mean he about to average 30. Right. How much better did he? That nigga is, boy, I got your guy. I got Tyrese Maxey.
Okay.
That's I think he should have won it last year, but the way they talking about him, I think he going to be even better this year. So that's who I'm going with.
I got Jalen Brunson.
Okay. Shout out Jalen Brunson, too, because I talked dirty about him, and in a couple games I seen in the preseason, he was getting busy with
I was going to pick, what's the boy that came from San Antonio that went to Atlanta?
Deontay?
I was going to pick Deontay, but I feel like him playing alongside of Trey might stunt his growth a little bit.
Nah, them couple games I seen, they was getting busy.
No, they going to get busy, but I'm talking about Murray used to get in at triple-double. I feel like his numbers might go backwards.
Okay. Call it right now, people. Who do you think will win most improved player this year in the NBA? Let's go teams that made the playoffs last year but won't make it this year in both the East and West. And then give us a replacement for both of them.
I'm going to set it up. In the East, I feel like the Cavs going to make the playoffs this year, and I don't feel like the Raptors are. And in the West, I feel like the Clippers going to make it.
Oh, okay. You saying the Cavs gonna make it?
Cavs gonna make it. The Raptors are out, and in the West, I feel like the Clippers are gonna make it, and the Jazz are out.
That's the same exact shit I got. Toronto, Cleveland, Utah, and Clippers.
Yeah, I got them too. But who did y'all have in?
I have Cleveland going in on the East.
And who you got on the West?
And on the West, we got the Clippers.
Okay, yeah, I agree. Oh, all right, we all shout out to that, y'all. Let's take a shot. That's rare. How about let's go scoring title? Who you think wins the scoring title this year? Keep it a C note.
I'm gonna go Giannis.
Still Giannis.
I'm gonna go Luka.
Nope.
I think this year Luka wins scoring title. Yeah. All right, let's go rookie. Let's talk. Last year, rookie of the year. Vito and John, they picked Jalen Green to win it. I picked Cade Cunningham. None of us was right. Scotty Barnes ended up winning it. Which second year player will take the biggest step this year from the draft class last year? Keep it a C note.
I'm still riding with Pauls with Jalen Green.
Okay.
Second year player?
Yeah.
I feel like even though I don't feel like Scotty Barnes deserves rookie of the year, I feel like he might take the biggest step.
Yeah, I agree with you. Shout out to that, Vito. I got Scotty Barnes as well taking the biggest leap this year. Who y'all got rookie of the year this year?
I'm going to go Paolo, but I don't know how many people know about this guy. It's my sleeper for the Golden State, Patrick Baldwin Jr. If he get time, he going to get busy.
Okay, who you got, John?
The boy Ivy.
Jade and Ivy from Detroit.
I thought about him, but I feel like
I think he
ain't gonna get that many shots. Well, he gonna get some shots because he was bum ass Detroit, but being as though they a bum ass
I think he
team,
was pretty polished coming out of.
it's gonna be easier to like double him.
I agree with you, Vito. I got Ben Chiro too, but I would say watch out for the Houston boys. Not just Jabari Smith, but they got a boy that was the number 17 pick that I've seen in a couple preseason games. It was hooping, and I know preseason don't mean nothing, but Tari Eason, he get busy.
See, I thought about the
He
ball
get
from-
busy.
And there's these two white
ain't shit.
balls. I don't know their names that play for Houston. They get busy. They
Oh
farm.
no, he not white. I know exactly what you're talking about. But
They
he's
tight.
his second year.
Yeah, he not a first year.
No, he's not the first year, but they got
He
some
get
boys-
busy.
Yeah, they got. I think they're gonna
It's
be
like
alright this year.
Sengun or
Yes,
something.
he
Yeah.
get busy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Summer League, he was nice.
They got some balls.
What's your thoughts on it, people? Rookie of the year this year. Keep it a C note. Who you got? Let's go MVP. Who wins MVP? Keep it a C note.
I'm going Steph. No, matter of fact, I'm going Embiid,
Okay.
but I think Steph will be a close runner up.
Okay. Who you got?
If I got I got Giannis still.
Now, I'm going Embiid because I feel like they fucked up these last 2 years and he should have won it. So that's why I feel like they're going to make up for it this year.
Okay, shout out to that Vito again.
Okay.
When San Fran lose, you come in here focused sometimes.
okay.
Man.
I
I
got
think
to
it's
be
the
focused.
Samuel thing. The Samuel thing throws your whole thought
Listen,
process
when I'm
off.
winning, I ain't trying to hear nothing else. But when I'm losing, I got to focus.
Shout out to that. I think Embiid wins MVP this year.
I hope so.
I think this dud coach might wisen up a little bit and run Embiid through the post more. But let me ask you a question. No cap, call him a Uber, right? Being as though the first team All NBA has went positionless this year, is it no cap, call him a Uber? Joel Embiid will be an All NBA first team this year.
I think so.
I hope so. Yeah.
I would say no cap. I think he's gonna make it. Can y'all freestyle 5?
Oh, let me see. Embiid. So just 5 period. Okay.
I got Embiid, Jokic,
Freak.
Greek, yeah.
I'm gonna go Steph,
I'll
and I'm gonna go probably KD.
Steph, KD. How about you?
probably put Tatum in there instead of KD. And probably Book at the 2.
I don't think Book gonna be in there, but I feel like LeBron might sneak in there too.
Okay. Shout out to that. Speaking of LeBron, breaking the record this year. Does he move up on your list all time?
No.
Nah, for accomplishing that.
Listen, now, when we talk about players, stats is part of it because we mentioned stats because it's part of the accolades. But when I'm evaluating a player, I'm evaluating their game, and he still never will be the best player.
me,
He's not even the best player at his position to me.
Yeah, but I mean, does he move up at all on your overall list?
I would have to reevaluate my list to go see, but I don't. Right off top, I don't think he would.
Okay, what about you, John?
Well, like you said last week, spot number 1, number 2 is solidified. I don't care how high and low y'all put him.
Who too?
Huh? Cool.
You got
Okay.
Bean Bryant.
Just making sure. I'm just checking your temperature, man.
Okay.
And then me personally, I don't care what Brian do. To me, he's like the Emmitt Smith of the NFL. He got all them yardage, but he ain't your top running back.
Damn.
So
You killed that
listen.
right there.
Oh, John, let me cut you off. That might be the best take I've
Yeah.
ever.
yeah, he's like
Yeah,
that
that
Emmitt
was a
Smith.
great
He got
take.
all them accolades and all that, but we know you're not the best. You just had a good
Right.
surrounding
Yeah,
around
long,
you
good
and shit.
run.
Man, cheers to that, John. John,
Shout out to
good
John.
knowledge,
John,
man.
the Eagles 6-0. That's why he thinking like that.
Yeah. Y'all focus today, man. Y'all focus. Last year's finals predictions. John and I, we had Lakers versus Brooklyn. Vito had Lakers versus Milwaukee. As we can see, we all were wrong. Who's in the NBA Finals this season? Keep it a C note with us.
Sixers Warriors,
Sixers
please.
Warriors. That's what I got.
Sixers Warriors, Sixers Warriors.
Yeah.
I give y'all a partial shout out because I got the Sixers, but I got barring any injuries,
Don't
I got
go
the
Clippers.
I'm going Clippers.
Nah.
I'm going Clippers.
Listen, this is why I'm going Warriors because they did what they did last year with Clay at probably 50%, and then they're getting Wiseman back. They're getting all the what's the name Wiggins for another year. They're getting the rookie young boys that they got, and they got some what's the name? What's the young boy?
Yeah, but
Duncan ass young boy.
Yeah, but
And Poole coming back.
What I will say though is with the Western Conference, Clippers is going to be back full healthy. Dame will be back this year.
I ain't worried about that.
I'm just saying it's a lot going on where it's going to be tougher for them to go back to back. Me personally, I don't believe they will. I would like to see them go back because Steph my favorite player right now, but I don't think they will go back to back.
Yeah, I got no worries, baby.
What's your thoughts on it, people? NBA Finals this season. Before the season starts, keep it a C note. Let us know who will be in the finals. Your guy, John, Jason Kelsey, shout out to him and his brother. They got a podcast. And they recently had a debate on which position was the hardest position to play in the NFL.
What did they say?
Before I tell you what they said, what do y'all think the hardest position?
I say cornerback.
What you say? You said corner?
Yeah.
DB?
Yeah.
What you say?
I don't know. I would still say quarterback.
Quarterback. QB.
QB.
I would agree with Vito. I would say cornerback. Travis Kelsey agreed with you.
Quarterback. Yeah.
Jason Kelsey agreed with us. He said the position is so... And shout out Tone, because Tone mentioned this a couple weeks ago when we was talking Cooper Kupp. Jason Kelsey said to play cornerback in the NFL was so difficult that they don't even let white guys play cornerback no more. That's how hard it is. Do y'all agree with that? Because shout out when we was talking about Seahorn and all that. And
I don't know about that, but why I say it's one of the most difficult positions because think about a guy like, what's the guy, Ross, that broke the record as far as the 40 time? Thinking about if he's running at you full speed and you're in the back pedaling,
right.
And then you got to twist your hips to turn, and then you got to stop on the down. That shit is crazy.
And you can't do too much
you
touching.
Can't touch, come on. That's hard. And then you got to tackle a nigga like Derrick Henry.
Well, I mean, it's a lot that you got to pay attention to. You got a lot to pay attention to whoever's in front of you. Then you also got to read the field. So I'm not going to take that away. I mean, it's a lot that you got to do.
I agree because a quarterback not only has to know his shit, but he got to know the running
look
back,
for a little
the
pitch out or
receivers,
something like
with
that.
the line, which way they gonna block. The quarterback got to know a lot of shit, but I feel like it's hard on the.
It's hard on the DB just because they got slants and all that. Like
the average DB 5'10", you got receivers out there 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
But if a team does bad, who do you think will most likely get the blame for it first?
Quarterback gonna get the blame.
Quarterback over
the quarterback. Not unless it's a blown assignment and the cornerback just blowing assignment. But yeah, for the most part, the quarterback.
But think about them years Tom Brady won the championship. It was the defense, but he got the credit for that shit too.
Right. Yeah, my thing is it's just a little rough playing cornerback because you got guys so fast. You got some guys that's strong where you can't jam them at the line. And now you got all these one-handed catches. Plus, if you breathing too heavy when you defending a play, it's a flag. So with all that happening at the same time, and you got to be on point for play action and all that.
Let me add to this. I give a great example. I don't know if y'all remember Carlos Rogers. He used to play for the Redskins.
Okay, yeah.
He was trash to the Redskins because they ain't had no pass rush. But when he came to the 49ers, he became a Pro Bowler. So you could be a nice D-back and be getting gas because the timing on the line ain't right. You know what I'm saying? And you could be a half-assed quarterback, Brad Johnson, Trent Dilfer, and still win a Super Bowl ring.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's hard on the corner.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on it, people? What's the toughest position in the NFL to play? Keep it a C note. Let us know. Say it with your chest. Anything?
Yeah, I gotta say it with your chest.
Okay.
Because I just recently seen a post about the top 10 NBA players of all time, and they were saying how they couldn't put Steph over certain guys.
Right.
But my opinion is Steph deserves to be in the top 10, especially over guys like Wilt and Bill Russell. Even though Bill Russell got all them championships, but at the end of the day, the competition wasn't near as good.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
He don't need no.
You're only going on Bill Russell because he got 11 chips.
I'm talking about even Wilt.
We talking about game.
Bro.
Yeah, he come on, man. Wilt
if them dudes had game like
anybody talk about Wilt, what's the first thing they say? he was the only 7 foot in the league. Come on, we're not gonna do that. And Wilt only got how many rings?
What does that mean? It's 7 footers in the league right now. Don't average 10 rebounds.
Okay.
Don't average 5 rebounds. Height don't got shit to do with nothing.
It does. It has a lot to do with
don't.
it. Yes, it do.
No, it don't. Me and you was just talking off air, and we was talking about Jahlil Okafor. One of the reasons why Jahlil Okafor is in the league, ain't in the league, besides that he can't guard nobody and he can't jump. He's like 6'10", 6'11", can't rebound. He can't box nobody out. He don't rebound at all.
All right, Steph just won another chip with his second best player at 50%.
Yes, but you're
and hold on, and the third best player, which is a guy you say is trash, which is Draymond Green.
Yes.
Come on,
okay,
man.
Now let's take away from that.
How many rings he got? 4? How many chips he been to the last certain year?
Yes,
6?
but the league is different, bro. This is what
the league was different when Wilt played.
Listen, the league was different because of this. Wilt averaged 28, 25 points, right? And 30 rebounds, right? They wasn't shooting threes. They didn't have no 3-pointers until years later,
but
bro.
They still was shooting jump shots,
these boys was averaging them up. This league right here,
was shooting jump shots
this league right here is a watered down NBA, bro.
What league got more talent? Wilt's era or this current era?
Pure talent?
Talent.
Probably them.
No way. You can't.
What else did Wilt do besides play basketball? What else did Wilt do besides play basketball? We're talking about pure athletes back then. They were more.
I said talent. I didn't say athlete.
More talent.
You can't name 10 dudes from that era.
I don't have to name 10.
Because you can't.
I don't have to.
They don't have more talent than
I can name the most effective players, and they're probably
Wilt and Bill. That's it.
Bill, Hondo.
Hondo ain't better than Steph.
Come on, bro.
Hondo better than Steph? Go ahead.
I'm not even going to get into that,
Hold on. Is Hondo better than Steph?
Listen.
Answer my question.
No.
Because you named Hondo.
You're not going to do that because I see what you get me to do all the time. You get me to try to diss
you named Hondo.
Time out. You get me to try to diss my favorite
I'm not
players.
getting you to diss
I've already been on the record telling y'all many times, Steph Curry would not, and he's my favorite player, he would not make it in any other era of the NBA.
Would.
And he's my favorite player.
Yes,
I'm keeping it to
would,
Cino. No, the fuck
you
he
just
wouldn't.
named Hondo. Come on, man.
Yes, and they was
You
close.
see what JJ Redick said about Hondo?
JJ Redick is a fucking bum.
A bum that played in the league, though.
He's a fucking
You told
bum.
He
played in the league.
Ain't you the same?
Listen, time out. Time out. JJ Redick is one of them guys that played in the league when the league switched over. If JJ Redick, listen, time out.
Go ahead.
Time out. We can name a bunch of guards in college basketball that was better than him, that was undersized, that years... Huh?
Who? How many people was better than JJ Redick in college? You forgot?
I'm not talking about his year. I'm talking about years period. Where niggas was smaller guards like Khalid El-Amin and all them, and they wasn't making the league. They wasn't even
made the league. He just couldn't last.
You're not listening. They wasn't making the small guards didn't used to get drafted in the league.
Made the league. He just
You're not
last.
listening. Small guards didn't. I could name what's the kid from? It's a bunch of Texas kids that was undersized before Steph Curry. And I'm talking about recently in the last couple.
DJ was before Steph made the league.
DJ Augustine, but it's dudes that played on the team. I can't think, but they'll be on the screen. They played on the team that was better than him. The one guy was better than Augustine, and he didn't make the league. Augustine was their point guard, but I'm talking about undersized 2 guards. Okay. The other guy that played for Texas, he had a better jumper and everything, but he couldn't do nothing else like J.J. Redick. But he didn't make the league.
Ain't you the same person that told me nobody in the league is a bum?
Yeah.
You just said J.J. Redick was a bum.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I've already told y'all that. When I say bum, I'm talking our terms. They're NBA players. They're all nice. But what I'm saying is, compared to them, they're fucking bums. J.J. Redick.
Excuse me, my man. J.J. Redick is an NBA player, and he specifically said them guys in that era. You're not gonna tell me them guys are more talented.
Listen to what I'm saying. All I'm telling you is, if you look up right now when J.J. Redick got drafted, all I'm saying is if he came out 2-3 years before that, right before the leagues, he wouldn't even been in the league.
But he was. So
he wasn't. He wouldn't even have been in the league.
But he was. So
because the league switched over. And
I don't care about you league switching over. It is what it is. He's in the league.
I'm gonna end it like this.
And he lasted for over 10 years.
Yes, because he's a specialist.
But you can't say if he would have get 2 years later because he lasted for over 10 years.
He wouldn't. What I'm saying is he wouldn't have lasted in the other leagues.
How? How many people did the same thing JJ Redick did? Stand in the corner and shoot.
Like who?
Dennis
I'm
Scott.
talking about they was 6'2".
I don't care how
At
tall you
two guard and
shoot.
can't dribble.
As long as you
6'2".
can
Dennis
shoot.
Scott 6'8", my nigga. Nick
all-
Anderson 6'6".
and all-
he was 6'2".
All Dennis Scott did was shoot. He
You're
didn't
not-
go to the basket. I don't give a fuck how tall he was.
He's 6'8".
That is size.
JJ Redick is a
Ain't he the
6.
just dude? Same dude that just
Listen.
said size didn't
All
matter.
right, let me ask you this before we go to the
Make
next
it make
topic.
sense, baby.
Can y'all think off top? Muggsy Bogues was a point guard, right? And he was 5'7". Can you think back in the Jordan era? Name a 6'2" shooting guard. Can you think of
Mitch Richmond.
Mitch Richmond is taller than 6'2",
No, the fuck
bro.
he's not.
Call him
We're not
Oouuber.
going by what they're listed as. We're talking about their actual height.
Call him Oouuber.
Mitch Richmond is 6'2".
We got
If
okay.
that.
Oh, show me
Fuck
your
is you
proof.
talking about?
What's your proof?
I'm about to show you right now.
What's your
Know what the
proof?
fuck I'm
We got any more sandwiches? If Vito's intoxicated, I know when Vito get intoxicated.
Tripping.
he
I'm not
starts-
intoxicated.
He just said Mitch Richmond was 6'2".
6'9".
Yeah, I know.
Come on, man. That's what they
28th
listed as.
Street.
What,
We need
what's
some
Kevin Durant
donations.
listed as? What's his height listed as?
Durant probably like 6'10".
No, they got Durant listed at like 6'8", 6'9". Durant like 7 foot. Fuck is you talking about? They had Durant.
6'10", man.
Okay,
What are you talking
they had
about?
Durant.
Call him Oouuber.
How, now look up DeMarcus Cousins. They had Durant.
Man, how many
Hold
niggas
on,
we gonna look
because
up?
my point is they had Durant standing next to DeMarcus Cousins, and he taller than DeMarcus Cousins.
Man, listen, DeMarcus Cousins like 6'10" too.
No, he not.
Shit.
6'10".
Come
Exactly.
on, man. 6'10".
Now go look at the
Come on,
Olympic
man.
picture of Durant and Cousins standing
Come
next to each
on,
other.
man. You
Durant
gotta
taller
say
than
it
him.
with
Come
your
on,
chest,
man.
man. Vito
Y'all
starting to
believe
feel
anything.
intoxicated.
Y'all
man.
believe anything, man.
You got one, John said. Oh, John. Before you go,
This
with
one right
your-
here.
Yeah, let's do your saying with your chest.
He
Then
taller
let's
than
read
him.
that
Fuck is
quote.
you talking about?
Man, them niggas
Yeah.
the same
No, they
height,
ain't. No, they
man.
not.
All right,
No, the
right.
fuck they not.
So my say with your chest was actually like a question, like how do you feel about Jamaica officially banning music and TV that glorifies drug use and violence?
That's bullshit because it's gonna happen regardless.
I didn't even know that happened. They
Yeah, I
just
just
recently
seen
did that.
Yeah, I
Yep.
just seen that.
Yep, to try to curb violence and all that. From
That
what
shit ain't gonna change
everybody
nothing.
And some people were saying that we should have that in the States.
ain't
And
gonna
with that
Have
change-
what? Is it like you
Well,
can't rap that type of
There's
music?
more censored stuff where it's not as much violence on video games. They're not going to be airing all
Let,
those violent
let me,
movies.
speaking of that though, I don't even mean to go back to the Kanye thing, right? But ain't it funny how they won't censor music, like you saying maybe people saying they should do it, but they'll censor somebody like Kanye saying something about them not censoring music or them making, like I don't know how they do in Jamaica, but over here they make too much money off music, I think, to ban it.
Was rap in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s? No. And motherfuckers are still getting killed on violence.
I don't
That's
think
bullshit.
it's going to change nothing.
It ain't.
Anything.
Yeah, and when does that go into effect, you know?
I don't know.
Or
I
is
gotta
it
check.
already in effect? Yeah, it's too late.
It might just be official now. It looks like it's just officially banned now.
So what happened if you get caught listening to it? That we gotta look that up to see.
know.
But they gonna
Jamaica.
book you or something?
Ain't trying
Like,
to go no
you know.
Jamaica
But I
joint.
don't think I don't know. I could be mistaken, but I'm me just freestyling. I don't think Jamaica makes as much off money as they do over here off of music. I think over here, all these guys is making enough money off music where they ain't gonna go out like that. But I wanted to read this quote from Chris Rock. He said, "Only women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. A man is only loved under the condition that he provides something. Keep it a C note. Is that no cap? Call him a Uber."
That is no fucking cap in all fucking capital fucking letters. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Tell him why.
Because it's like a man is only loved as if he's providing or giving something. If he's not giving or providing something, like he's not loved. Not unless it's his mother and you're like related. But other than that, you don't get that love. We're like men just don't get it. You have to do something in order to try to get that back.
Okay.
I don't agree.
You know
Why?
Because think about it. Think about all the motherfuckers who are out there who ain't got shit but got a woman
Right.
that don't provide nothing. Think about when you go to jail, the only motherfucker who is looking out for you is your woman. It ain't the niggas you got money with in the streets.
Right.
You could be a broke bum ass nigga and have a baddest bitch with all her shit together, and you ain't got nothing to bring to the table, and she'll still ride for you. You could cheat on her. You could fuck a bitch in her bed, and she can catch you, and she'll still find a reason to still fuck with you.
Right. But here's my thing, Vito. I kind of agree with you, but I don't. Because sometimes I think females might get caught up in the moment. Because that same female, that for whatever reason, you might have cheated on her 1,000,000 times, got locked up, you do 5 years, she ride with you every day of the year, right? Of them 5 years, you come out, you don't end up with that girl a lot of the time.
That's because you don't want to end up with that girl, not because she don't want to end up with you.
What I'm saying is, even if you come home and start doing you again, a lot of times that's when that shit go out the window. Like, I done rode with this nigga for 5 years. Nobody else ain't ride with him. I'm done. And then they truly be done.
Think about what you just said. I done rode with this nigga for 5 years.
Yeah.
She rode with you for 5 years while you ain't around.
Right.
So that's showing you unconditional love. You ain't even around.
Yeah,
you
but
ain't
not
providing
unconditional
shit.
love means she love you forever.
Yes, until how long can you? No, it's not.
That's shitting on her, right?
It's not until forever. It's I'm riding with you till I can't put up with no more. Because if she riding with you for years, sending you money, ain't nobody else sending you money. She's sending you money. You ain't providing shit for her.
Right.
You ain't sending her no money from jail.
Okay, but what I'm saying is you done came back home. You back to doing you, being the man again, providing again, and now
you back to out there fucking other bitches. Because when you in jail, you gonna talk that lovey-dovey marriage
right,
shit.
yeah, right.
So
you come home and basically you shitting on her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and as much as you love your dog and they might chew your sneakers up, piss here, shit here, and all, you gonna love them eventually.
I'm getting rid of them motherfuckers. What are
But I'm talking about most dog lovers. They're gonna love them unconditionally.
Think about it. Most dog lovers, which are women,
Mike,
are gonna keep them motherfuckers.
Mike a dog lover, right?
Yeah.
Mike, how many times you gonna let the dog shit in your bed, eat your sneakers up, your Gucci sneakers up? And before you get rid of that dog, Mike, because that dog gonna be around. That dog is normally gonna be around. Eventually, that woman gonna get tired of that dog.
Because you ain't cheating on a dog with another dog.
But I do understand, Vito.
I understand what he's saying.
I think on occasions there are going to be good women that don't look for that. So I mean, there's just going to be good women regardless if you provide.
Yeah, well, I don't believe in the providing thing. I'm more focused on the unconditional love.
That's what I'm basing it on.
Yeah, I'm because what I'm saying is, eventually, no matter how long she has rolled with you, eventually that chick is gonna get tired of it.
Yeah,
and I'm talking about 9 out of 10 chicks. But if you talking dogs, it's not gonna be that same number, listen, no matter how much that dog does. I guarantee you,
it's more chicks with niggas who ain't providing than it is niggas providing for chicks.
Okay. So any more say it with your chest? Conspiracy corner. You got another say it with your chest, Vito?
No.
Conspiracy corner, anything?
I mean, we could have elaborated a little more on the boulets.
Before y'all elaborate on the boulets, I want to ask y'all a question, right? Because somebody asked me this question, and it got to do with secret society boule shit.
Okay.
Remember the scene in Belly when DMX shooting around and the white guy just start talking to him out of nowhere? Yeah. That happened to you. Somebody come to you and say, Vito, John, listen, I'm going to give you this phone. When this phone ring, I'm going to give you these numbers. You can hit the lottery, boom, boom, boom. I'm going to put you on how to get money for the rest of your life. But you can't tell nobody how we doing it, and we're tracking you. I don't know how they're tracking us, but they're tracking us. Can you keep that secret hold water?
Hell yeah.
How about you, John?
I mean, I could keep that secret, but I mean, I don't know if I want to, but yeah, I could keep that secret.
I mean, it's nothing illegal. If they're just telling you, what I'm saying is they're telling you, listen, once a year, I'm going to call you, or once every 2-3 years, I'm going to call you. I'm going to give you these numbers. Mm-hmm. These are the numbers that's going to be the winning numbers on the lottery tonight.
But hold on, let me ask you this though. Well, why would they do that? What are they benefiting from this? What do I have to do for them?
That's why
they just want to see. They just want to see if you can hold water.
Oh yeah, I can hold water.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, because I hear a lot of times where people be like, it can't be no secret societies because people can't hold water. Nobody can. If you're benefiting from it, to me personally, I think that a motherfucker can keep a secret.
I'm sure we all holding water right now on something.
Ain't you always
Bro,
gonna hold water on
and
something.
I know that Mason stuff does run strong. And if you watch any of those political proceedings, and you'll see them in the background, you'll see them put their hand in their shirt. They'll put the gesture up with the diamond. They'll do something slick with their hands and stuff. They'll turn around. So there are symbols, and I believe that all them Masons and Boulets fraternity, like they have a way of acting or presenting themselves to make it known to another person that's easily recognizable. Like another Mason could tell another Mason just by the way he stands or his posture is something that he's doing and shit.
Yeah, I believe that too. I definitely believe in symbolism and all of that. And I do think that they have ways of communicating with each other.
Yep.
But do you think sometimes people can play off that?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, it was documented. We had an issue with Rick Ross when him and Jay-Z did the Freemason song. When the Freemasons came out and said, he's not affiliated with us, this, that, and the third. So my thing is, if it was secret...
Hold on, they said who's not affiliated with him?
Rick Ross wasn't.
Okay, but Jay-Z is.
No, they just said because it was Rick Ross' song. They was saying they don't know why he made that song because he's not of affiliation with them. You know what I mean? So, yeah, my thing would be this: if we're doing symbolism in secret societies and all that, if people was just playing off that for attention, you don't think a higher up would check? You know what I mean? Like, nah, you can't be doing that. Like, you don't think nobody would G-check them?
I think they would, but I think there's so much going on that it's hard to keep track of all the, like...
I'm talking about the big stars. What I'm saying is nobody getting on there throwing their pyramid up or none of these hand symbols.
I mean, Jay-Z was like one of the first ones.
But that's what I'm saying. To me, as huge of an artist Jay-Z is, if I would think, because he's dealing with a lot of these powerful men. I would think if he wasn't in a secret society, somebody would come check him like, yo, you need to stop putting them signs up or something like that. That's what I would think.
No, I feel like they might be the reason why he putting them signs up. Because if with all that power they got, they wouldn't allow. If they wasn't allowing him to do that, he wouldn't do that. And think about it. The only reason why we know about certain shit because you always gonna have a disgruntled employee that feel like they ain't good. They just do. Like,
right, so you're saying basically he's doing it because they allowing him.
Yeah,
that's what I'm. That's what I'm saying though, Vito. If they felt as though this, if I just blow up, right, and I want to ask y'all another question, but if I just blow up out of nowhere, right, and then I'm sold 4 or 5 million because we had people to slip through the cracks, and I'm throwing up all these signs and all that. Somebody from my record label, somebody from somewhere is gonna come check me if I'm not down with them. Like, yo, you can't be doing that. Whether it's the execs at the label trying to run a movie like, nah, this is gonna look bad, and trying to spin you away from doing that, but somehow or another, I don't think they're gonna allow you to just be throwing all them symbols
even with
up.
it being a secret society, they still want some type of publicity.
And okay, now let me ask you this though. Even with the videos, like you see the videos all satanic and all of it. So you mean that you mean to tell me these artists ain't down with none of that stuff, but they're letting multiple videos of them be shot like that?
I seen one when they had a certain. I think it was a Jaguar ring. Why do they even make that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So let me ask y'all a question before we get out of here, right? I heard something that said that, because we talked about it, about most of the times you see all these people, when they were kids, they're around stars, and all of a sudden they're stars as an adult, right? Somebody was pointing out that a lot of the newer guys that are dying, that not only just dying, but, you know, they had a lot of the trap beef and shit going on. But a lot of those rappers are dying are just dudes that slip through the cracks where they put out music because it's internet era and they popped off and the label made a little bit. So my man was telling me basically those newer rappers is getting killed off and guys that wasn't born into this shit like some of them are basically. and they just slipped through the cracks, made a little bit of money, and either they didn't want to get with the program or they just got rid of them to make more money off of them. You believe that's possible?
I absolutely believe that's possible because I think there's a cost to being immortalized and be known. They have your name remembered and to be famous. It's a cost for that,
right?
And I think that they like to keep that pretty tight knit and whatnot. So I don't believe that they like any loose ends. Like, who's this internet dude? Like, if he don't get on board, then yeah, we're gonna have to. You know what I mean? Because we already got a agenda, a plan, or that we already have set.
Because most of the new guys that just recently took off is dudes that just like blew up off of songs in a city or they were popping in a city. You know what I mean? It's not like, I don't know if it's Drake, but it's not like certain artists where you be like, damn, at 8 years old, he was in the studio with this person. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It could be true. I mean, I did look at it like, damn, that was funny. I also look at it funny that back in the day, the guys from back in the day that's still getting money in music, that was getting money from back in the day, whether you look at Nas, Jay-Z, any of the Wu-Tang members like RZA, who just did the show, Method Man, who's on 50 Cent show. I don't know if it's a correlation, but all them niggas that was 5%ers back in the 90s is still popping. And all the rappers, if you look at, that died from the 90s, Biggie, Tupac, Big Pun, Big L, none of them was on that 5%er shit. So I don't know if it's a correlation, but I do see that. I don't know if y'all seen it, but I see that. Anybody you can think of that's still on from back in the day mostly was talking that 5%er shit. But,
that's Snoop.
Yeah, you look into that. Anything else?
On?
Huh?
Snoop still on?
Yeah, except for Snoop and them. But I seen a documentary on them where they was saying that the G thing stood for the masonry shit too, and they was
because it is the G.
yeah, I seen that too. So that, you know, that all I'm saying is once I see a lot of shit, I'm like, I don't know. We got anything else?
No, I don't.
Let's pick these games before we get out of here. Thursday night football, we got New Orleans at Arizona. Who you got?
I got Arizona. And
DeAndre Hopkins is back. Robbie Anderson is on the team now.
I'm going to go New Orleans because Arizona ain't been looking right.
New Orleans, Arizona. Shout out to John. Cheers, John. I'm going to Arizona as well. Sunday games, we got Indy at Tennessee. Who you got? I'm taking Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay. Cleveland at Baltimore. Who you got?
Baltimore.
I'm going Baltimore as well. Let's wrap it up with this one. Vito. The question is, do y'all go below 500? We got Kansas City at San Fran. Who you got?
I got us because the guys are coming back.
Y'all got no choice.
What guys?
Bosa.
Yeah.
And who else? Anybody in that secondary coming back?
Ward coming back. The
Which
safety,
Ward?
Both of them.
Okay.
Ward, no, not the safety because he got a broken hand, but
So Jimmy or
Tre'Davious Ward's coming back.
Okay.
And if Hufanga don't go out with the concussion protocol, he'll be back. So I think we can beat them.
Who you got, John?
Definitely not San Fran.
Yeah, shout out to that. I'm going Kansas City.
I
I think San Fran can beat them. Anybody can beat any team in the NFL. I don't think they will.
But let me just make this statement. I made it before. The teams we have problems with is running quarterbacks.
Right.
Think about who we lost to. Lost to Atlanta, a running quarterback.
Right.
We lost to the Broncos, a running quarterback.
Right.
We lost to fucking Chicago, a quarterback who could run.
Right.
Now we got him.
You just named three horrible quarterbacks.
But they can run. And Russell Wilson is not a horrible quarterback. So
this year,
no, he's not. No. Excuse me. Look at his numbers.
Mariota's been horrible. Justin Fields has been horrible.
Mariota playing all right.
I'm about to say because you niggas just going off of what you know.
No,
Mariota been playing good.
He is probably at the top of that list, but
they almost beat what's name last year, but they went down early.
But yeah, he definitely is a running quarterback because he's barely touching 200 yards, if that.
Yeah, he only threw for like 130 against us.
But that's a lot of them quarterbacks. Fields be throwing for like 90 yards a game, my nigga.
What's the name? Your quarterback don't throw for over 200 yards on a regular. He threw for 1-something yesterday.
Well, yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
he could put up some yards though. Like
200.
I've never seen Justin Fields put up 300 and none of that. I don't think.
And that's what gives us problem, running quarterbacks.
Yeah, but for the record, I got KC too. I think y'all fall to below 3 and 4. Shout out to my connect too. It's telling me that I already broke the news on the recap. McCaffrey was auditioning for the Rams. It may be a go. You're hearing it here first. McCaffrey may be a Ram within the next week.
I can see that because y'all make them type of moves.
How you feel about that?
I'd rather him be for San Fran, but that's a good move for y'all.
How you feel about it?
I just want to see him off Carolina.
If y'all gonna run the fucking matter of fact, y'all can't throw it to him.
He has to get off of Carolina. He needs to get on a team that's like has a real competing chance.
My thing is this, and I just told our connects this.
Hold on, let me ask you this though. Are y'all offensive linemen out for the season?
Nah, our offensive line be back after the bye. So we got the bye coming up, and then we got y'all. Then it makes sense,
because if they weren't coming back, it wouldn't make sense to get
them. Yeah, but here's my thing, and I just told our connect this. I said, man, y'all got to tell Les Snead and y'all got to tell Sean McVay, you got to stop going for the players that y'all seeing me grind up. Odell. Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson. Now, Christian, I've been killing these niggas for the last 3 years. But you only been
killing McCaffrey because of the injuries, not because of the skill.
Yeah, I've been killing McCaffrey for the injuries. But my whole thing is, I'm like, yo, McVay, y'all got to stop making me look bad, bro. Because I got to root for these guys that I've been calling bombs for 4 years. That happened to me with
Takeo Spikes. I grind him when he's an Eagle. He come right to us. I grind Chip Kelly up. He come right to us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. But listen, people. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. We about to get up out of here. The app is going off. Oouuber is ready for Vito to go. So
Steph Curry, baby.
We're going to wrap this episode up. Again, if you want YouTube tuning in for the first time, please hit the sub button, hit the like button, and hit the bell so you can get notifications, so you can hear us beg for Uber fees for Vito. As always, I am your boy Brown. To the left of me, we got
your boy John.
And to the left of John, we got
Vito Curry.
Okay, shout out to that. Vito Curry. I like that. I ain't even going to hate on that one. People, please tell a friend to tell everybody. Keep the C-No. We'll holler at y'all. Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like.